Okay, I do like how that countdown went because I'm live now, right?
Yeah, you live.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back. No, this is not a rerun. This is the official AD Uncensored back at it.
What you got to talk about today,
Got a couple things to talk about that's been happening in the world.
AD? What's been happening? You got to share because I can't. I'm charging my phone up as we speak.
Ooh.
My phone up there with you, but
Yeah,
while we
mine is
wait
real
till
dead too.
mine is done.
Let me share real quick because I have 2% left.
And I'm gonna share when I get. Well, you know, if your people, shit, AD, I gotta get okay. Your color look decent. Let me see my left do this for you. And then bring it back in this way. Hold on.
First off, I've been in the sun a lot. I added some color to myself.
I'm just gonna get you with. See, there you go. Now you're picture perfect.
Now I'm better. Okay.
Hey, what's up, Becky? Thanks for tapping in with us.
Let me see who's coming in. Let me turn. Now I'm acting like Winters.
Oh,
Can't
shit.
get my sound together. Good. It's Becky Brown.
Shit.
All right.
She got that car.
Man, it's been since that air quality thing. Yeah. I was out. Like, I just knew it was gonna take me out the game. I was asleep at night. I'm like, dude, I don't understand. I had COVID twice, no symptoms, no nothing. I didn't feel nothing. Okay, I get this air. I started breathing this air. Literally was outside one day, couldn't breathe for nothing. It's literally clearing up now.
You ain't had no mask on, did you?
During the air, well, I didn't really go outside. Okay. The first day I was outside. When they said I'm outside, just like everybody else, I was outside.
I know.
Can you put this grill on for me?
Look at you. Air quality shot.
Man, I'm out there playing basketball, cleaning my car out. And I get in the house, I'm like, dang, I cannot breathe.
No mask on, doing
nothing.
All this with you. Yeah, you out your mind.
So the next day, like I said, the next day I was like, I came in the house, I was like, man, I can't breathe. They talking about it's the air quality control. I was like, dang, like y'all ain't telling me. I had me outside and all of this. This is crazy.
Said, watch, hey, but listen. Hey, Winters, can you put the share game down for us? Because my phone is on the table with no power.
And mine is about to die.
And these is about to end the day. And the YouTube people, I will share to the ones I'm missing.
But no, we have a couple things going on. We have, let's talk about the other day on the ESPYs, Clarissa Shields winning the ESPY, the first woman boxer to win Best Boxer. So she won that. Shout out to her. I think that's something to talk about. She, again, breaking records, making history with everything.
Well, when you gonna be able to get her on here so she can talk about it?
I shout her out. I share. I message her. She does not respond to little old me. I told you I need everybody to reach out to Clarissa Shields for her to get us on the 810 News Media.
Right.
She needs to come on and talk to us about something. Other people don't want to talk about it and celebrate it. We want to. I think from her winning the last title or the last fight, because she was already the winner. From winning that, now she's won all these awards, man. This girl deserves something around here more than a street. A parade, something. A party. She said she did want to have an ESPYs party and everybody gets dressed up. You think she'll bring it back to Flint?
Do you think Flint can handle it?
Heck nah. She should probably keep that junk in Miami, wherever she is, celebrating her life, or wherever she lives out in Florida or something like that is where I would keep it.
Flint will come to it, though.
Yeah, I would tell Flint they can come. Yeah, but I'd make it star-studded if I was her.
You know what? You might be on something.
Like they did that. What's that one? Now I don't know if she can bring the stars out. Like, what's that man who had that white party that all the celebrities supposedly go to? He just had an all-white birthday party. You know who I'm talking about?
Come on, right?
Huh?
You said an entertainer?
I don't know what this man is. He's rich, though. And, like, all these entertainers were just posting that they were at his all-white party.
I know you're talking about. I can't think of his name.
Like, they had all of them there. Little baby. It was like, they had Jay-Z, they had Rick Ross, they had Kyle Coos, they had all these celebrities.
Wasn't that Jimmy Iovine?
Your guess is just as good as mine. I said I don't not read.
Are you right?
That ain't my friend.
I got you.
Yeah. Talking about get Woody Woot Woot to get her cheese sticks. I told Cheese Sticks, get her in here. Somebody get her in here. Get her on. Cheese, me and you can do a thing. If that was the case, we can interview our girl because she needs to get her flowers some type of way.
Most definitely.
Most definitely. Most definitely. What else do we have going on in the?
There were some parties. Now I know you've been. What is the night scene been like for Flint?
The night scene been like for Flint?
Oh, is it a night scene? Let me rephrase it.
Well, I don't know. I've been staying away from Flint like that. It's been crazy around here with the shootings and these girls coming up and getting hit. It's been crazy around the city. So nightlife, I haven't been. I mean, I know they just had the Fly City Awards this past weekend. Now that's not a nightlife type of. That was an award show.
So how
they
was
had.
it? How did you hear about
I wasn't able to make it because I was at work, but from what I hear, it was a really good and well put together type of thing. The only thing is, from what I saw over the internet and the backlash from it is what, like, to me, it just makes it so hard for you to do anything in this city and provide any type of, I mean, from events to, I mean, free things for the people of the city because they're going to complain.
Right.
They complained about the people who won awards. They complained about how the awards was put together, but still didn't support. They supported by talking down on the people, through Facebook and things like that on social media and laughing at certain things. But my thing is, something like that could have been great had they gotten the support from everybody.
Yeah.
They gave I guess his name is Tim Moore.
Yeah.
He gave a lot of people, their flowers by giving,
that's what's up.
Highlighting them and awarding them with some. I know some people got best actor, best actress.
I had one knock against what he did.
What was that? Because I realized I didn't even know I was part of the. So the thing is, I was included in like the group to get everything, the nominees and asking questions about. I didn't even know because we aren't friends on Facebook. Right. I look on my, like, literally a couple days ago, I look at my whatever the messages are that don't come, right, from the people that you don't know. I looked on that and I'm like, dang, they had a whole conversation. I could have really been a part of this because I thought it was dope. But tell me what you thought was.
And it's really nothing. It was really nothing to do with the show. To be honest with you. Only thing, I have one thing, and this is probably me nitpicking. I wish he would have went to like the different podcasts that's in the city and did promoting with them coming on to the different show. That's the only that's my only. Other than that, I feel like he could have came here. I mean, he, like I was telling somebody this earlier. Mm-hmm. I said we could have been the last one he came to, but he could have hit every podcast.
Yeah.
That so got something going on. Just to promote.
No, I agree, but I think this platform, the podcast platform, is still so new to some people that they don't think of this as a outlet for things like that. Right. A lot of people want to make sure the news comes out. They want to make sure it's in. They post these flyers. They do this and that. They don't really see the background that every single podcast has, or the people that it might attract. I mean, for instance, I tell people, because when I work at my dad's office, I have little things in there, and people don't come in there and bring flyers or magazines, but I've had somebody come and drop off who's doing something at the farmers market. Taylor McClain, she's doing a cooking competition at the farmers market in August, and I think I had like 5 or 6 of her magazines in there, and maybe 5 or 6 flyers, and people have taken one every single day. So I'm like, it's different ways to promote, and people don't look at things like that. Yeah. They don't look at, if I put it in this dentist office, somebody's looking at these magazines, they'll pick this up and look at it. We have viewers that tune into their podcast, different ones every single show. You know what I'm saying? And different viewers every single show that this could have definitely, and it's something that we have to create a market for. Yeah. I feel like as one of the podcasts in the city that we would to create a market for. because what our people have to understand is the news isn't highlighting everything that they should for us to get it out there. Like, I mean, you have the people that are downtown that'll highlight all the great things going on downtown. You know, you have Art Fest that's talked about. You have the what's that happens during that's close to in August. Drop Fest, I believe it's called. Okay. You got all these festivals that are talked about and highlighted, and you know they're put on the news and you know supported through all these foundations. But the small things that our people are doing for this city that should be highlighted as well, right, aren't by these big stations. So like, how do they create a platform or get even bigger than what they are? I was telling somebody, I was like, when I lived in Detroit, they used to do this was a shoot. I was a broke college kid. I had a TV, nothing else. Okay, no right. Cable, no nothing. I had a little TV my daddy sent me with. They used to have a cable hooked up to the house, and so I brought that TV. And it would be a channel that you could turn to. It was a little fuzzy, but it would be like all like little things that went on in Detroit that they would be filming, and you could just watch it like it was a TV show. You had small black, you know what I'm saying, some right. small shows that would come on, and you know, little funny shows, and it would be all like old things throughout Detroit, right? You know, that they would highlight, and I was like, dang, I was thinking about that. I'm like, that was pretty dope that they, you know, they would just go and film things, or you know, like the news, and go catch that type of thing and right. put it out there for people to actually see on TV. You didn't need cable to watch it. You didn't have to spend any money. As long as you had a TV, you were able to see what was going on. Right. So something like, I mean, something just as small as that. It's like we don't have those types of things around here. So like, I don't think the podcasts are people's, you know, main focus right now. But like you said, it's something it's a market that needs to be tapped into when it comes to, I mean, but I feel like we've opened that up around here. You don't think so? I feel, especially with, think about it. I started bringing on people, you know, to highlight what they're doing. Right. And it's a couple people who've caught the wave, honestly, because I've seen we have Adriana who comes in here all the time when she has her events. We've had my girl Mira Hopkins. She come, you know, she did something when she had her hookah lounge, and when she gets that back open and running, you know, I want to go back to her. So these things can be highlighted so our people will know about it. You know, so it's just something. It's a market that needs to be created. We need more people to, you know, come and talk about what they have going on, so everybody can find out. It's just a different way. Yeah, and I was just reading what Tony said. Do y'all realize what 810 Day really is about this year? No, I don't. I'm just up here. What's crazy is, what did he say? He said, do y'all realize what 810 Day is really about this year? No, not this year. I kind of fell back from the 810 Day scene since 2000. What was that? 2019 when I did. I came back. I had never heard anything about 810 Day around here. And I'm like, man, Detroit has 313 Day. Let's turn this into an 810 Day. I rented the flat lot, had all these, like, basically had a big old community event. Right. Right. And when I tried to do it again, it was like I was talking to people and they were like, oh, we'll do this. And I'm like, man, I ain't come over here to give you what I wanted you to do. I said, right. I wanted to do this. Can you back me? You know, right. type of thing. And it was just like, then I turned around. I saw a post the other day. Somebody said, should I do an 810 Day event? Right. Right. I came to this guy, the year of mine. He came in, heard about, I told him exactly what I wanted to do, everything. He told me, oh, I don't see no money in it for me, and left the idea alone. A few years later, now that he does, you know, their little festival, I see, oh, you want to talk about A1. Now you see that there is something behind it, but not just a money thing, because a lot of people are selfish. And my point of doing an 810 Day was to bring the community out, to celebrate our day. Granted, I know we did used to be 313, so either day, it's just hot during August. So it'll be usually is a better day. You know what I'm saying? But just to highlight the city, do something for the city. I think that 810 Day should just be a day to highlight things that have happened, people from Flint, things happening in the city. You know what I'm saying? Bringing us all together. I think 810 Day should be like a big old family cookout, all citywide. No matter where you go, from the north to the south side, downtown. That it should just be something where like people are out and having fun. You don't have to worry about anything. You know, that's what I feel like an 810 Day should be. When you go to Detroit, they do stuff downtown, have entertainers, and it's just a big free event. I mean, of course, they might have things that do cost. I'm not saying everything is always free, but my thing is that it's a community event. It brings out the community.
That's what I'm with you with that. Cause that's why I still. Well, my thing was I feel like with us, like you saying, we're not gonna get Channel 12 or
because I'm telling you, I reached out to all the news. I reached out to all the news outlets and everything. And this was before podcasts, really got to where they are now.
Right.
I reached out to all of them. Nobody. It was one person who got back with me, and then the other ones, when they found out, I was like, nothing. I couldn't get the newspaper. I couldn't get anybody to highlight it for me. And that's why I say these podcasts are definitely a platform for people who do different events throughout the city who might not be able to get those big news outlets or in the newspaper. But this is, it's a silent, deadly way to get your stuff out there, because it could be big through podcasts.
It'll work. Don't get me wrong. I catch myself at times. I might skim through other people who got podcasts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at everybody's stuff. I skim through it. I'm not gonna lie and say I might watch all of it, but I'm gonna skim through it and see what's going on.
Oh, it's your 50th? Is that did I put years on them? 50th birthday?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's a big day. All right. Well, we're going to have a big old 50th birthday celebration for you.
Then we might have to pop a bottle in here for you.
Yeah, we might have to you got to tell us what you like.
All right. So, the fireworks are rescheduled for 810 Day.
Yeah. And I thought, so how do you feel about that? Because last year, was that last year? I believe it was last year that they did the fireworks on. What year did they do it?
I'm so
no,
lost.
Last year was election year, wasn't it? So was it the year before they made it
Mr.
a big
Tony Wiggins turning 50, Becky Brown.
What year did they do the fireworks on Juneteenth and didn't have anything for the 4th of July? Was that the year before?
I thought it was this year.
But it was this year. It was this year. But you remember, it was a big thing. It was either a year ago or 2 years ago. It was a big thing because they did the city fireworks for Juneteenth and didn't have anything for the 4th of July. Wow. So I felt like this year, for that not to happen again, they had to say, oh, we gonna do this and that. They knew they wasn't gonna have them damn fireworks.
Yeah.
They prayed to God that something happened. I bet if it wouldn't have been weather, it would have been something else. That they would have blamed somebody else. They never brought the fireworks.
Yeah, she said no, that was last year. Hey, Melissa.
That was last year.
She said that was last year.
It was a big thing because
they didn't have anything. Mama Marshall, thanks for tuning in. Yeah,
but tell me it wasn't. It's not the same exact thing this year. They literally did that. They said that, we'll have fireworks, and I believe they did them. They did them at some later date last year, but the city was people was mad about that because it was like, well, this year today they said, oh, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Don't even worry. And then when it comes time, of course, like always, it was weather permitting.
Right, and it was hot as hell that day.
I do believe that it was probably a fire the day on Juneteenth when they stopped and everything. But it's just always something, and then there's an excuse behind it when
it don't happen.
Stuff isn't it doesn't turn out as big as they talked about, or it's a fail, or it doesn't happen. Yeah. It's always an excuse behind it. Yeah. Well, this is why this didn't happen. They talk about, the grass didn't get cut because we didn't know where the lawnmowers were, or it's always a reason why something doesn't happen. Yeah. We couldn't plow the snow because they hid this and that. Like, well, come on now.
Yeah.
It's just always an excuse to me.
No accountability.
No accountability, like you said, no accountability. How you feel? So I was reading this little article about speaking on Juneteenth and the 4th of July, how the Black Lives Matter, they weren't able to repaint.
What version you want me to give you? Because it was different ones.
Well, let's talk about it.
You see, we go with the one with the mayor.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they look, to be honest with you. Remember, well, I ain't gonna say remember. He said they couldn't do it. He wasn't giving them permit to do it. So I guess
permit to what? Shut down that street?
Yeah.
To put it on there?
Yeah. And then you had the councilwoman say that cars was gonna be sliding.
Sliding.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically, to sum it up, they feel like Black Lives Matter is a terrorist organization. Let's just be honest with it. That's what they feel like. So, I'm not trying to be funny or being vulgar. What I'm about to say is just that you got
the car sliding part was a joke.
Yeah, what? I mean, yeah, that's.
Was that talking about motorcyclists?
Nah, cars.
Okay, we'll continue.
To me, it's like they point blank. Black Lives Matter to certain people, certain races, is threatening to them. It's just
Well, of course, that's always been a thing, but I just don't see how not every other, but most of the cities who, I guess, it's not looked at as, I don't know, maybe just because it's not a big thing and everybody isn't just talking about them repainting their Black Lives Matter street anymore. Because when we did it, it was a big thing and people wanted to go see it and take pictures and do everything else. And, oh, we got this and that. And then when they found out, oh, y'all gave us the wrong type of paint for it because it washed right away.
Right.
It was like, I mean, I don't know. It's just little things where it shows like we gave y'all provided this paint for us. Y'all knew that junk was going to walk away or wash away. Then now, okay, we put the stuff in. Everybody knows you have to repaint the streets every few years and things like that. So first y'all would let it wash away. Then say, all right, jokes on you. Jokes on you. That was pretty funny. Let us get you together because we see every other city around here is doing it. You know what I'm saying? So let us hop on the bandwagon and get it together so we can look good as a city too, like we care. Then a couple years down the line when it needs to be so it makes sense.
I mean, it do, but it just shows that, and it's crazy. It just shows the leadership. I mean, either like, I hate to toot the horn, but I remember when Mother Deloney and Brother Dewan was on there, and they was talking about the mayor they was hoping that he would do the right thing.
Yeah.
And now you come find out, because Yolanda Gentry, Miss Yolanda Gentry, she spoke on it.
Okay.
She was on Arthur Wilson show. I want to say it was a Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, and she was said that, I'm not trying to lie, but just show you the clownness of the craziness. Let me say the craziness.
Yeah.
If they was gonna try to paint it, he was gonna have them arrested. This is not what I'm saying. This was a person that was a part of that who came out and said it. Like, this is how hard it was. They was gonna get arrested if they did try to repaint it. I'm just trying to figure out how is painting Black Lives Matter on the street. Is it some gang graffiti? Is what they're saying?
I mean, what is going on?
Is it racist language that I mean, I'm trying to see if you would have police willing, you wouldn't give them permit. You did it last time.
Yeah.
But
why wouldn't you do it this time? All it would take is doing it at a slow time.
I mean, you block streets off everything else.
Everything else.
Listen, then they have
everything else.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. And then that's how crazy it was. We just was Juneteenth.
Yeah.
When the blacks found out they was free because they had been tricked and didn't know they was free. A black mayor.
Yeah.
Talking about. Now, and let me paint the picture for you first. Remember, Black Lives Matter, in each city they different. Like they like their own entity, even though they up under the umbrella.
Right.
They still, it's how they work in their community. So my thing is
wait to say we ain't free,
right? Well, Mentally, we not.
Right.
Mentally, they got them shackles on the brain. But my thing is, you a black mayor.
On the brain are really honest.
No, so mentally we are.
I mean, this is the thing. I don't think it's just mentally. We are. I mean, look at.
Oh, this is what it said. Miss Marshall, this Winter's mama said. She said the paint might make the cars to slide. Did the cars slide before?
No, that's what I'm saying. And literally, that's what I said. There's paint on every street. I don't understand what they mean. Are they talking about for a motorcyclist? That's the only time I can think of where something might slide on some paint. And I only got that from the Cat Williams stand up when he was on that motorcycle and he slid on that paint.
Did the car slide last time?
That's what I'm saying. No. Well, I don't know. They gave him the wrong paint. Remember, they gave him house paint. So maybe that's what. But I don't know. No, I ain't hear about not one car sliding in the Soggy Bottom.
That's the point that I'm trying to make. Like the games that is played, but it's sad because you think we in 1920 or we in 1899 or something like where.
But I think that's because they see we don't have any. I feel like we don't have any. You have all these people down there who got this money, who say what goes on, what happens and what doesn't happen, what they allow and what they don't allow. We don't have enough people who look like us. Well, we did, and they ain't like that. They got us up out of there, okay? They came in masses and got us up out of there.
Got you out there.
Then put somebody who wouldn't stand for their people, would just go with whatever in place. So it makes it look good because you got a predominantly black city. Makes it look good you still got a black mayor. Or damn, I did not mean to say that person. Yeah, you still got somebody black over you. You know what I'm saying? But he's just, you know what I'm saying? A little.
I hate to say this, but we is on uncensored. This is what I heard.
We don't have enough powerful. We don't. Well, okay. First off, the ones who do have money, who could make a difference, they don't allow them at the table. Or don't even. They don't even care enough to come back to the table. I'm not finna. You're not finna. I'm not a dummy, and I'm not finna deal with you dummies who thinks I'm a dummy. But my thing is, we don't have enough of the people who look like us down there that would hold it down for us.
And you know what? You telling the truth because it was some painful, it was painful, but it was truth in it. And I got to get a Councilman Dennis Pfeiffer his credit for this.
Oh Lord, what happened?
Even though it was bad, I mean, it was bad, but it was truth in it. Sometimes, like they say, good medicine don't taste good. Medicine not good.
Yeah.
He gave some truth, but this the second time he done gave us the red pill, and people keep falling for the blue one. When he said he don't want to hear about races, I might not be saying it verbatim, but this was the basis of it. You have a black mayor, a black chief of police, a black city manager, and the majority of your council is black. That answers your question right there, what you said when they got people like us that'll do for their people. Majority and black that's my council.
Thing, but okay, you have this, you can say we have those black, but my thing is, are those black people standing up for their black people, or do they just sit here, they look like us, and then they'll let you tell them it? I mean, I can either say, if I say, listen, this will help, this is just what I get from them. Like, it makes, I don't know, it's so weird because I'm not the type of person who you can't buy me. So I don't understand it at all. Like, and it actually hurts to know that people will actually sell their people out. And then look at you dead in your eye and make you will literally lie to you in your face and tell you I'm not selling you out. And it's like, bro, everything that you either voted for, you've put in place, you did, has been against us. It doesn't help us. And I mean, then you hear about, oh, we're inviting these people downtown. I mean, look at how governor to me used these young black people. She used these young black people to get back in, and she doesn't do shit for us, like at all. Tell me, I mean, for Flint, she used these young influencers in the city to help push her, just because it looked good on their behalf. It like, oh, I'm working with the governor. To say that, it sounds good, but you have to really look deeper into it and what's the governor's motive on it should is this a person that I should be working for? Because I mean, hell, it's so hard to when you hear people, because I don't want to seem like a hater. People say, oh, I'm doing this for the mayor. That's what's up. That's what's up. Because to put that in your portfolio, that's something. When you go, if I go somewhere and say, yes, I worked with the mayor of this city, this and that. I also worked with the governor of Michigan during this time and this time. That's what's up. Despite what all you hear is mayor, governor, you hear these great leaders that you worked with.
Mm-hmm.
So it builds you. It does sound good, but when you really think about it, it's like, damn, you're helping this person who doesn't give a damn about you. You're really only helping them look good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, look at how I don't want to put out. I mean, look at how they did. How they're trying to do. What is that? Something. All the positive things going around the city.
The good.
What's good, Flint, or whatever it's called.
Good news, Flint. Yeah.
Like, if you look at things like that, and it's like, I mean, you're basically showing reruns. Don't y'all talk about me, because I just did these past 2 weeks of reruns now. But you're basically talking about the same things over and over. What GM is doing, But my thing is, like, no, you don't want to always highlight the negative, and it is great to talk about the positive things. But these things, you're really not highlighting too much of anything that the city is doing. You're highlighting things that people are doing in this, like, for the city. Like, if GM was in Grand Blanc, they wouldn't. It wouldn't. They'd be doing that in Grand Blanc. Does that make sense? Like, we would be building that in Grand Blanc. Wherever GM was, they were going to do that.
Right.
It didn't matter what city it was in. So to be highlighting something like that, yeah, it's great, because it's going to create these jobs and this and that. And I mean, but GM is doing that, not the city. You know what I'm saying? It would be different. Oh, we're highlighting the city bringing in all these police officers. We're highlighting the city you remember when the city brought in the fire truck, where they can go up high,
right?
Something like that. What are we doing in the city? We're highlighting I don't know if you remember when no, because the news stations didn't highlight this, but when but the conference of mayors actually did, because she won for her city. It was the get up and exercise, and basically it was like getting your city involved in exercising, and we had people actually filming themselves exercising and sending it in. And I can't remember the amount that they won from doing that to bring back to the city, but they won. These are little things that the city, we're doing inside the city, that brings the city together, brings community folks out.
That's
different
the point
things
I'm
like
trying to make. How can you have a do where you talk about a show when you talk about Good News Flint when pipes not fixed? Right. Water still bad.
It's all these bad things. I mean,
and then how you having these parties? Don't get me wrong, and I do want your opinion on it. How can they be having all these block parties when the people still got to go back home with blue tops on their roof? I mean, would you give them entertainment? Yeah. And then they still got to go back to.
My thing is, that's the stuff that they cover up. You know what I'm saying? We gonna make it. We gonna put this in front of you. So it's like when they always say, "Well, what's really going on behind the scene? Y'all are putting this in front of us to make us not focus on this and that." So we'll throw y'all parties and do everything that y'all really like. Everybody likes to party. Everybody likes fireworks. Everybody likes this and that. We'll have a taste of. We'll do all of this stuff. But then it'll block you from what we're not doing. You're not getting your ARPA money. We're not doing this and that. We're not fixing the pipes. I mean, thank God Welch is fixed and some of DuPont is, thank God all that stuff is fixed. But I mean, like, you go other places and their streets, you know what I'm saying? When they go, listen, I'm going to tell, and this is something. You got, look at this, okay? When they shut down Court Street. and this is my neighborhood, so I don't want y'all to stop working because I'm complaining. But I just want people to highlight this, okay? They shut down Court Street for that period of time, right? When they did between Dort Highway, was that to Kersley? They redid or not. That's not Kersley. That's Crapo. Dort to Crapo when they redid Court Street, right? They had all those people. They redirected you to go through that neighborhood, that's across the street from mine. All those rich people that got that money up there, right? They complained about how he was messing up their streets, like
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never seen a complaint go in order so fast because they're getting new streets in that neighborhood now. And I'm grateful for it because I live over there. So I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to complain, but it's still they shut down. Look how long it took them to fix up where majority black people are. Look how long they don't do that. They'll shut these streets down. And if we complained about, there was a pothole on Welch that I watched 3 hubcaps come off back to back to back.
Right.
Literally for 2 weeks, I would just watch them every Wednesday. I go to my friend's house because she lives over there. Boom! You hear boom! You like, damn, what was that? They hit that pothole. We literally sat on her porch and watched people hit that pothole and there. Literally, she had 5 of them in her. She said 1 week I just put them up against my rock of hubcaps from people's that just flew off.
That's like what I'm saying. And Tony, and I'm getting with you, Tony. What I'm saying is sometimes when a person tell the truth, and what I was talking, because he talking about Dennis Pfeiffer, he know where the body's at. This is what I'm saying.
Okay.
And what he said, if you want to take it, you can take it however it came. What I'm talking about is he highlighted something
this is the thing. I know what you're saying, but the thing is, we as black people don't do our research. So the people that because what you're saying is we put those people in office. We voted for those people. You got
5 blacks.
Yeah. And we put them to represent us. This is the thing. But they were sellouts, so they sold us all lies. But the thing is, now that's when you see these people are in here like, you got to get them out of there. These people aren't doing nothing for you. And it's the crazy thing is that time after time after time, we keep putting sellouts in there. And what was even crazier is how you got some, it took them a little longer than others. Because, you look at Maurice Davis.
He'll be here tomorrow.
He was good. And then one day, I said, well, what the hell is going on? You was with your people and support. And then, but you see what happened.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, to me, he realized what the hell he was doing. He said, no, hold on.
Right.
I think he got back on track. What is it?
She said, quit messing with, she hating.
When you do think it too. But what I'm saying is, like with Maurice, things like that. I think he snapped back and was like, okay, I ain't gonna sell. I'm selling my people out.
Right.
I think he realized what was going on, and it took him back. He was like, oh no. Nah.
Right.
And my thing is, like, you don't have people who are doing that. You look at the council now, and it's a bunch of sellouts.
But that's why I say he highlighted something.
He did, but and that's my point. We have to do our research on these people that we are putting in because they've all been sellouts.
Yeah, that's what
I've had young people I had people tell me, "Sure, we need a man running the city." So it doesn't matter what somebody else knows. Like, what if this woman is smarter or makes better decisions than what this person does for you? We still need a man running the city. Oh, okay. I can't argue with you if you feel like that.
Right.
I'm not my little sister.
I said I hate her.
Right.
But no, because I'm getting what you're saying, but to me it's like, because I looked at it like, because you could take it like, well, damn, you know, what you think, because the way, like, I ain't gonna lie, I got some calls on it.
Yeah, but he's right. He's right, because you would think with something like that. But the thing is, if that was true, and we had these 5 and all these people like that, you see how fast when it was different. when the mayor wasn't doing everything a few years back,
right,
when the mayor was looking out for us too.
right.
How quick the neighborhood we lived in showed up. There were so many votes out of that neighborhood that we had never seen before that year.
Right.
That it was crazy.
Right.
And it was two precincts, I believe it was, that blew her out.
Right.
To get her up out of there. And those were, two of them out of all of them. So the way they'll show up when you're not doing what they want you to do, when you're not a sellout, to get you up out of there, they'll get you out of there. So so you can't say, that's what I'm saying. We don't have enough of those people behind that have the money that look like us to tell them, like, no, you need to chill out.
Right.
You need to chill out and let them do what they're gonna do. Because we can be at this table too. If we all work together, then this could be a great city. But it's too many white people who want to, they know they can eat off black people, but still want it to be their say so.
Yeah.
And they want their hands in everything. They don't want they don't want black people. If a black, that's why raspberries.
Right.
They gave that when it was raspberries. They gave him so much shit to the point that I can't believe he sold it to them. But they gave him so much shit because he was a black owner downtown at a club that attracted black people. Before that, the Loft didn't have any problems. They weren't as much as they're on Rodney now. They weren't on Rodney back then. They could put it all on Dave. That's why he was the reason we were down there.
Mm.
But imagine if they let Ray Tyler in. They'd be shutting Ray down now. As a matter of fact, seriously.
No, because he would make they bid, but
no, if Ray Tyler had Prime 810, if Ray had Prime downtown, he would shut all the fields. There would be no Zolo. There would be no 5. Well, there is no 5.
Right.
Everything is still a field. They'd be mad that we was showing up to Prime. And over if Prime was downtown, but that you see where they put them past the north side and Mount.
And that's my question to you.
Hell, look at what they did with Dink.
That's my question.
They couldn't handle Dink on South Saginaw Street. They kicked him out. And my thing is, if that was the case, if you wanted, if I would have let that man have that business. Honestly, this is what I was telling somebody. They were like, Dink, this is not like. I said, no. Do you see what building they put there? They was gonna shut Dinks down no matter what it was, because the building, what is it, GHS?
Yep.
That GHS. First off, that's gonna make the city so much money.
Mm-hmm.
That'll make the city a lot of money. The club will make Dink a lot of money, and the taxes that he pays on. You know what I'm saying? So either way it goes, he was gonna figure out how he could get him out of there.
Sure was.
It wasn't just that was just the first mistake that they saw on the paper that Dink had made was, let's get him, let's go after him and say it was because of this, and then we'll say, but right. That's what happened. You see what they weren't thinking about. No, they had to get him up out of there.
Oh, no doubt.
They had to do something like that. Now, imagine if Dink had Vibes downtown. Imagine if Dink bought raspberries and turned that into Vibes. There would be, the Loft would still do its thing, but how they just open pop, it wouldn't be that. They wouldn't have to worry about that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's different things you have to pay attention to that, they pushed. My thing is, why are they not wanting black business to be in certain areas of the city? Well, because I feel like if they let these black businesses downtown, first off, those businesses downtown need black people to be successful to come in there and spend their money. So if they let these black businesses downtown, where most of us are going to go to support those black businesses and not support these other businesses. Like I said, if Dink had his club downtown in the heart of Flint on Saginaw Street, then we would be down at Vibes. One, because we know we would have everything that makes us go to the loft will be the same thing at Vibes. You feel safe. You know the police are around. It's not gonna be anything. I don't have to worry about my cars. When I go outside, you know, it's police presence, it's heavy this and it's heavy that. The only thing is why you in the club. That's it. But it will be too much competition. They wouldn't be successful. I mean, they're shutting down fast now. 501 has been 501, Wise Guys. Zolo has been Table and Tap. Now Zolo. Pop Rocks was Eberson Pop Rocks and something else. Nothing has been, they just tried different avenues of different things.
Yeah.
But I mean, how long was 69 there? How long has Vibe been doing this thing? How long has, I mean, look at our, but if Ray would have never had that fire, I mean, Prime would have still been going, shutting down all these places. We wouldn't even cared about a brunch because Ray had his brunches. Ray had the outdoor, the indoor. That's the thing. It'd be too much competition. They can't keep up with us. That's the problem. They can't keep up with us, and all the ideas they steal from, everything they steal from us, just like everybody else. Hell, I'm mad now. Got me thinking. They stealing from us all of our ideas.
No, but that's the thing. But why do we constantly keep going back to them and spending money?
The thing is, they have the money to. They have the resources that we need.
Right.
They have the resources that we need. So you see a lot of black people talking to Phil Schultz. All he's doing is being a sponge and soaking up things, everything that he says, and he'll make a platform for you. But forget that. Look at what they did to Pooh Diddy. And I'm on the outside looking in, but I mean, I'm gonna tell you, election time, everybody was talking about, oh, we got this black-owned dispensary. This is black-owned. Whoop whoop whoop. He's the face of everything. Of this dispensary, the only black-owned dispensary in Flint, and now he's not even a part of it. They used him.
Ain't that some shit? What you just said? Him. He was the black.
He was the. We were the only black-owned weed dispensary. So I mean, they used him for a few years. It was Sweet Leaf, and that what it's called, Sweet Leaf. They used him for some years to get us to come in there. They used him to sell their weed. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure Pooh Diddy's not a dumb guy at all.
Oh no,
so I'm pretty sure, I pray he capitalizes off of it. But my thing is, y'all used him, and you made it sound good for this amount of years. Had this brother thinking like y'all backed him, y'all got him out of this, and that. But you used him to make you more money. So yeah, I'm gonna make you feel good while I'm using you. And then when I don't need you no more, I'm cutting you off. That's exactly what he did. When I have enough of these black businesses where I know they're coming, despite you being here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I love what they're doing with Signature Chop House right now.
Mm-hmm.
But Signature Chop House has always been racist. We talked about the owner how long? Like the owner is racist. The owner is racist. But right now they just picked up D Rich, Chef Rich, as the black executive chef. What's that gonna do? Bring us out. Because you got us sharing all this Signature Chop House stuff after we just went to the parties talking about Signature. They're racist. They don't want us down there, this and that. But they see it's not enough white people around here to keep that business going. So what did they do? They reached out to people like Ray Tyler. They reach out to people like Key Real. They reach out to D Rich. They reach out to all these people to come out. Yeah, throw a party here. Go make some money. We'll do this and that. And then when we don't need you no more, get on. But it's like, we know this. It's just, I gotta feed. But then you have people who like, I gotta feed my family too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, do I like tell you like, man, you selling out? Like, don't do that because you only helping them out. But because it's a great platform for them. You know what I'm saying? But it's just little things like that where we need that. You know, while Ray doesn't have Prime open right now, how do I keep my people involved? This is a nice spot. So I'm going to work with them right now. But I'm really helping them when they don't give a damn about us.
And I'm going to say this to Ray. I'm going to throw this out because he's been on here. Brother, when you get ready to open back up,
He is, right?
Hit the run all the black podcasts. I'm gonna say this.
Ray definitely is. That's the type of.
And you can hit 18 last, brother. And I'm gonna say it like this: hit everyone that's out there. I might don't be saying all y'all names, because some of y'all I do know, and I don't want to say the ones I don't. But I'm gonna just say everyone inside the city. He should do a PR run to go to them. He should do everyone.
But this is the thing, and I guarantee when he gets Prime back up and running, those people are gonna try everything in the book, because it's gonna affect their businesses. It's gonna affect their businesses. That's all it's gonna do. But they realize that they need us. And then the thing is, when we work our ass off to try to get to where they are, when we work our ass, like for instance, right, he's opening his own restaurant. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his own thing. When he works his ass off, guarantee those same people who was begging him to come help them are gonna be against him. Like, they down the road, this and that.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. Oh no, it's gonna happen. Just like I said. I mean, like I said, what they did with Pooh Diddy, they used them.
Right.
They made it look good, made it sound good for him. All the people around him
dressed it up, didn't they?
Dressed it up, for real, and then let it. Oh, we don't need you no more. We got enough customers.
And I don't understand why we don't have some blacks own a dispensary.
Because they locked us up. They locked they locked everybody up who could potentially have. I mean, okay. Let's think about it. Who had their hands in the game back then? Okay.
I don't know.
I'm talking about just back in the day.
I wouldn't know. I was square. But go ahead.
But no, I'm talking about. Shoot, I bet if Miko never I bet if Miko never went in, he would have probably had something in the weed world.
Possibly very intelligent brother.
He was in jail over weed.
But that's the thing.
Now that he's out, what are they doing with him? What does he do? He has his hands in the weed game with these white people.
Right.
Stop playing. Does it not make sense? We'll get you out, but we're going to use your brains to make our shit better. So come on over, and we'll put we'll do this and we'll do that. Come on now.
Yeah, that is the trick bag. When we lock you up, then when we let you out, we take you around.
What did they do to Pooh Diddy?
It's terrible.
Come on now. Let's make it make sense.
And Tony, I'm all the way with you. Keep supporting Pookie and Ray Ray. They was the first dispensary. Even though I don't condone that message.
Oh my goodness! But I mean, those are just little things that I'm saying that I see, and that comes with, like I said, that's two different aspects looking at it. What was crazy is, I know Dave had people, because those people, the same people that attacked Dave for having that raspberries downtown are the same mugs who bought it from him. They knew that was a diamond in the rough.
But that's the government for you. Just think about it. Alcohol was the prohibition. Remember, it was illegal at one time.
Yeah, and it's so crazy you bring that up, because they try. I went to the store. I got literally I bought some vodka. I was about to go someplace. He sold me the vodka. Never asked me for my ID. Right. Went in there to buy some Swishers. He ID'd me. I said, I literally just bought liquor from you.
Right.
I came in here. I don't know if it's 18 or 21 now, because I've been past that age. But
right.
buy. I said, but I'm about to smoke some weed that ain't never killed nobody or done anything to nobody. And you IDing me after you literally you sold me poison without doing any questioning it. Here's the poison, but you just want to smoke some weed. No. I said, I can't. And the guy behind it said they want to poison us. And I said, you're damn right. That they will, because you're not going to sit here and tell me, even if you thought I was under the age, you sold me some liquor before you was going to get out of here.
I mean, I laugh when I got caught, and I know exactly what you're saying, Tony. I bet it's probably the same one. We'll talk about it offline. Because they had me there. It's like, we need you. I said, ID?
Yeah.
I was like, man, all this gray I got, you seeing my beard? Are you seriously?
But I mean, I could not believe it. I was just like, that's the craziest thing I ever heard in my life, that you'll literally sell me liquor where you hear drunk driving, people this and that, and not sell me, it was wild. It was wild. So yeah. I never supported none of them foul dispensaries. Yeah, well, yeah, no, yeah, dispensaries they are, but it's the same thing. Like I said, how they did us, they opened all these dispensaries, made people, they locked us up for selling this weed that wasn't hurting nobody. Then they opened up all these dispensaries when they realized how much money people are making off of it.
Yeah.
Made it legal for them.
Well, most definitely. I'm with you with that, but it's just terrible that they lock people up. See, did you ever watch the series Weeds?
No, I didn't watch
that
it.
Was down there based on a true story. It was.
Oh yeah, I know that. I know
Weeds was. Because you go on 2020. I know YouTube probably still got it.
Okay.
When they were saying the whole little town was selling weed, to say Grand Blanc, just use it. Say Grand Blanc, they was selling weed, and I mean they was making billions. When I say with the B, making money, and I think they ended up going to jail, but my man them ended up getting out because they was covering their face up. I remember 2020. Not right after that. Next thing you know, maybe 4 or 5 years later, comes 2010, weed legalized. They started legalizing. Yeah, it's money. It is. Everything. But that's what I'm saying. They legalized this, but they realized how much. It's like, okay, well, we can make more off of just selling this shit than locking people up. Yeah. And that's what they did. They let people like Miko, these people who was the masterminds, like, how the hell was you out here making so much money off of this shit? No, we're going to get you out so you can make us some money. Look at it. And we're going to make sure you good. You're going to live a good life the rest of your life, this and that. Just like Pooh Diddy is just younger than Miko. So his clock, you know what I'm saying? They're going to make sure Miko is a little... Yeah. He's good for life. Pooh Diddy got a lot of life to live. Yeah. Well, I mean, they took some time from the brother. Let me tell you. Oh yeah, no, for sure. But what I'm saying is just how they elevated off of him. Yeah. What? Nah. I'm just getting something ready for when we end this. I got something to end it with, a nice little something. Oh my goodness. He finna talk it. Oh my goodness. It's the talk that you talked about today. Look, Dr. AD, I like it. Has a ring to it, doesn't it? Is you running for the 7th Ward Council seat? You gonna throw your name in the ring? That is not my avenue. That's not my. God dang it, that is not my avenue. I will leave that up to the other weaver. Okay. Okay. Well, no, but Alana gonna do it then. That's what you're saying. Not that weaver. Not that weaver. She don't have enough patience. But nah. What else do we have? I was gonna say, let's talk about what we have coming up for the rest of the week. We got tomorrow. We have the Winters Hall show with Maurice Davis. Mr. Maurice Davis. We got that's all Thursday. Then Friday we have Club Rich. You got Trevor at Trevor's Rant. Yeah, Trevor's Rant. We have Saturday. We have Thrill Kill at 8. Yeah, Reverend Thrill Kill. Tanya Burns. Talking with Tanya at 10. And then it's going to be a little later than that. On Saturday, 11:30, y'all know we're bringing the homegirl back, Melissa Mays. Okay, and then we got Melissa Mays. She said she's going to be a little late, so we don't have that. Nikki don't know how to turn his phone on silent. It's okay. It's all right. We're going to X that out. But thank you for tuning in this week to AD Uncensored. Tune in next week, and we out. We out with this. We got to hit them with this. You dealing money. You wearing them seersucker suits. So let's get down to real business talk, Ric Flair. Let's get down to dollars and cents. You dealing money. You wearing them seersucker suits. That's how we leave it out. So let's get down to real business talk, Ric Flair. Let's get down to dollars and cents. You dealing money. We out. We talking about